Ignoble Mitrin has defied multiple summons to withdraw from the Mechanicus facility on Avarax, and we do not know why. Captain Acheron has tasked me to aid in your retrieval of the Magos biologists before the Tyranids completely engulf the mining base, causing unnecessary loss of data. We will execute with valor. Atmospheric conditions are suboptimal to mission deployment and evacuation. This is as close as I can get you to the Longinus Gamma facility.
Halt and observe. Trigon-class Tyranid sighted.
Take heed, Viridian. Trigon target acquisition vectors are unknown. Best to keep moving and stay together. Projecting a sense of tactical dominance may deter it from attacking. For now.
Reverse with caution, brothers. Brace for the beast!
Conserve ammunition. The Trigon is not our objective.
Indeed, Viridian. Unless the Tyranid Barrow devours the target, its extermination is not mission critical.
Tyranny! You are fertilizer now. Prioritize the fight! Fresh magazine in. We hold this ground, not the beast. Reloading. Speed up and stay close. Run as one, brothers. Deploying frag grenade. Enhanced visual feedback. Swapping magazine. Fresh munitions. Rearming. Swapping magazine.
Trigon displays aggressive behavior.
Xenos bile! Ammunition cache here. specs deep scan ready.
A lift station lies just ahead, Meridian. Considering the Trigon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's beam.
You heard the Magos brothers. Rally at the lift platform. Pathetic tyranny abomination.
Astartes, I have summoned the transport at the request of Magos Gallium. Remain patient. Transport lift inbound.
Perplexing. I have transmitted no authorizations.
This is not an ideal road. You must keep moving until the lift arrives.
Transport lift status incomprehensible. Begins, ceases. Begins, ceases.
Ignore the servo scout and focus on footholds.
The lift has arrived.
Now to the lift! Exterminated! Rally to me, brother! No telling what surprises await. Changing magazine. All specs ready to scan. Our victory.
Ignoel Metrian welcomes you to Longinus Gamma Bio Research Facility. Please do not disturb the lift. It would be a waste. I have no music to play while you descend. Use the silence to contemplate your futile, brutal existence in service to a desiccated cause.
Damaged servo skull logged. Initial report.
Meridian, the servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am...
Puritan signal silenced. Continue to discuss your fate amongst yourselves. It changes nothing.
Ignore the servo skull, brothers. It is clearly malfunctioning.
A suggestion: abandon Gallio's misguided vendetta against the Magos biologists. Do you know what Gallio and Metrian achieved together in the past? Ask about Project Zeta 6 if you ever speak to him again.
Let Magos Gallio do the wingless servo skull.
Ask the correct to what it was behind.
Target seeks to mobilize.
Critical observation. Servo skull is compromised. Maintain focus on the mission. Walls appear unbreachable by the Trigon.
We shall pit the strength of the Trigon size against Imperial construction.
Gathering supplies. Picking up extra rounds. Commencing all specs scan. Disgusting tyranny.
mastery of malphonic disruptive frequencies, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with relief cools my remaining skin. Be warned, Viridian. Metrian cannot hope to stand against you alone, so she will lie and stall in hope the Xenos swarm will devour you. Case in point, she has enslaved that servo skull as a crude mouthpiece. But give her word zero credibility for the mission's sake. And your own.
Viridian will remain uncompromised, Magos.
Stay close and sharp. All specs primed.
Borrower incoming!
The facility will be infested in moments.
Stratis, the facility is well stocked in mining gear. Requisition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
Find the melter ordnance with dispatch!
This matters.
Every Xenos hole gets a melter charge.
Another melter charge! Clear a path!
Start the melter charge! Watch out their moldering plastic wings!
The Residius system will be your doom.
Cleanse those Xenos passages!
The thermal power of the Imperium will halt this infestation. Place melter charges on the Xenos swarm spots.
Keep scanning for signs of the
Hours
Trigon.
of agony for future intimidation.
Be ready.
Inside the facility, you'll find Metrian cowering in her data enclave.
Gallia, old friend of mine. If you missed our binaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still pathetically cling to thews of soft tissue. Remember, meat
This is
lacks
raw path.
efficiency,
Must turn
whereas
back.
metallic alloys stave off corrosion and degradation for far longer.
How far you have fallen, Newman. That I must drag you back into the light.
You are fertilizer now, Xenos. Found something useful. We broke the Xenos onslaught.
This is Magos Gallia.
All
I
specs
hereby
deep
order you
scan
to
ready.
turn your weapons from the channel.
Fresh munitions.
Xenos fire.
Reloading. Sow and throw. Fortify your psyches. Releasing frag grenade.
Gallia knows nothing of the shadow
Fresh
and its
magazine.
myriad secrets. But I do.
Xenos are outmatched by Codex tank. Changing magazine.
Without Ignoel you would all be dead by now.
Gather to me, brothers. Stay close and sharp.
Three meat lackeys seems like overkill, Gallia. You think too highly of me. These poor, inert variables shall perish here, devoured by the Tyranids. And you do not care.
Mitrian shut down power to the uplink terminals. You must resupply the generator with a backup power cell. She hopes the Tyranids will annihilate you, but she underestimates the second company.
Search the area for a power cell.
I beseech you, Galio. Bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good Grox. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted. After the might grows, of course.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astartes shall die here, alone, in the dark.
Reloading. Stand resolute against the Xenos swarm. This power cell should work.
Bring power cells to the generators.
Dispensing stims. Swapping magazine.
Light and darkness. How easily flesh parts deceive their perception.
Disrupt her attempts to connect with her facility's network. Mitrian will seize any opportunity to damage crucial data, which would deem this mission a failure. Do not let her connect to the consoles.
Viridian is your safeguard, Magos.
I am copies of copies, backups of backups, and I degrade not. You have already fallen.
Secure that console uplink. Resupply. Ammunition cache here. That one calls for reinforcements.
Commencing signal disruption.
Rearming. Mitrian's connection is now offline.
Return to Mitrian's containment unit. See, Mitrian, the more you thrash, the deeper you set our hooks.
Swapping magazine.
These tender thoughts of the Astartes' flesh have accomplished nothing, Galio. My machinations are already achieving my designs. You are fools, peasants. Silence, Mitriel. Meridian, confirm possession of her quivering mass of computational gray matter.
The Magos biologist is in Viridian's possession.
Pilot, Meridian is ready for evacuation. Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now, Meridian.
Fresh munitions. Fresh magazine in. Shock grenade, loose. Pathetic tyranny of bodies. Reloading. Changing magazine. Tyrannid menace annihilated. Picking up extra rounds. Exterminate. Rearming.
That's not me!
Fresh munitions. War gear acquired. No telling what surprises await.
Adversary conditions deteriorating.
Not even this interminable storm dampens our chapter's colors.
Reloading. Ammunition cache here. Now the Xenos Firefall eliminated. Fresh magazine in. Be ready.
Atmospheric disturbances and Metrian's meddling code. Trigon vulnerability data pushed to your displays.
Objective updated. Terminate Trigon.
Gathering supplies. Administering self-aid. Changing magazine. War gear acquired. All specs ready to scan. All specs engaged. Melter bomb fire. Resupply. You are fertilizer now, Studios. Dropping magazine. Gathering supplies. Arming melter bomb. Mark this position. Setting thermal charge. Xenon fireball. Swapping magazine. Space deep scan ready. Fresh munitions. Ejecting stims. Got it.
Trigon kill confirmed. My congratulations, Meridian. The mission is a success, despite the odds.
Magos, how well did you know Metrian?
Ignoel Metrian and the historical dataset she possesses are for Mechanicus eyes only. But rest assured, she is in trustworthy hands now. You have my gratitude for your efforts, and I shall recommend some honorifics for your service, of course. There is much to pass, much to learn, and much to reminisce about.